Now, yesterday was Sunday, and I was able to walk to a local church fellowship not far from where I live. I think some people have this romantic notion of being able to walk to a place of worship, not have to catch a bus or a tube or an aeroplane, or you don't even have to go in by Zoom. You can go in person. And local church fellowship is vitally important because it's an expression of church, which is community oriented. People are able to meet one another in the local community. And that's exactly what happened to me yesterday. Normally, I will be traveling and visiting different church communities or fellowshipping in my own fellowship, my own church, where I'm still continue to be based in Kensington Temple. But opportunities to do that these days are quite rare. But yesterday, I was able to meet up with some of these local believers, and walking to this place of fellowship, I had a couple of experiences. First of all, not very far from my house, I saw a lady, an elderly lady. She was quite slight in stature, and she was pushing, whom I presume was her husband, up the tiny hill as he was seated in a wheelchair. Now, the incline wasn't very steep, but she was struggling. And there was the curb and the uneven pavements. Kind of reminds me that we should be getting onto our local councils about something like this. But anyway, I was a little bit torn between two things, whether I should step in, intervene and help, which would be natural and normal, or whether I would just watch carefully and step back a little bit so as not to interfere, because this woman was quite independent and she was managing. And yet I was thinking, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. Anyway, she managed to navigate the curb and the little bit of uneven pavement and went on her way. And so I did so as well. Now, I suppose about another 1,000 meters or 500 meters along the road, I heard a noise, and there was another elderly lady who had tripped and fallen on the other side of the road, and she was lying sprawled on the pavement. Now, this time there was no doubt. I could not just walk by literally on the other side. I needed to do something. So I crossed the road, not too cautiously, I must say, but I crossed the road and helped the lady. And another gentleman came along and also helped. We had a bit of a conversation and made sure she was okay and a bit of interaction. So I thought, I would have missed that if I wasn't worshipping locally. I'd have missed the observation, missed observing something about my own district, my own area, and what maybe I need to begin to do about it. I would have missed meeting people just who live right near me. This is the beauty of real local church. And so throughout my time, I've always emphasized that there should be cell groups, genuine cell groups, not just home fellowship groups or small group meetings, but miniature churches, 2 or 3 gathered with Jesus present. That is very significant in the homes. And then also the kind of local church gatherings, which are community-based, where people can almost literally walk there and spend time in the week with the very people that they've been fellowshipping with and worshiping with and witnessing to during the week. And then, of course, there are the bigger, more celebration gatherings, which have their own specific dynamic. But I encourage you, don't neglect the beauty of local church fellowship. Why don't you pop in to your local church from time to time, wherever else you're connected? Make sure that you are connected locally with a community of Christ followers so that you can express the love of Jesus right where you are in your local community.